All right, what's up everyone? Kevin Leslie, and get the easy stuff right. There are only so many things that you can control before you start an ERG workout. And we have a checklist that we're gonna run through here that helps athletes set themselves up for success, because rowing is hard. Once that workout begins, you don't know how you're going to feel. And there are only so many things that you can control before the workout that can help better position you for success. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. But before we get to that, if this information is helpful, we have rowing videos coming out every single week. Please subscribe to the channel, really helps us out. Now let's get started. So the 3 things that we can do before we start any ERG workout. The first one, set your feet. And this is something that we dive into in our ERG First Row Second course, exact positioning of the feet. But with that being said, you should know exactly where your feet should be set before you start your ERG workout. So always check your feet first. It's very common for athletes to just jump on the machine and start rowing, and their feet are not set in a way that best suits them. So that's the first thing, always set your feet. The second thing, resistance. You wanna know what you're playing with. Every stroke adds up. And if your resistance is not properly set, both here at the damper setting and in the monitor with the drag factor, another thing that we dive into in detail in our course, you're setting yourself up for failure because you don't know exactly how or what you're playing with on every single stroke. And small changes here add up. And this is not always as accurate on every single machine as what you get on in the drag factor, right? The drag factor is the second level of setting resistance, and what I would advise all athletes to gravitate to. This is the first line. The real resistance is set in the drag factor, right? So do your research, check that out. It's also in our course, ERG First Row Second, right? It's in there where we actually program that in. But you wanna know what you're playing with, because a small change here may not seem like much on one stroke, but multiply that by 240 strokes like a 2K or 1,000 strokes like a normal workout, it adds up. The third one, set the monitor exactly how you want. We don't use average split in the garage. We want athletes to really lock in on just seeing one number every single time, focusing on consistency. A lot of athletes have a specific monitor that they rely on. Maybe it has average split, maybe they're doing watts or calories, maybe they're doing the screen with all the data on there at once. Once the workout begins, yes, you can try to change that on the fly, but it starts to mess up your rhythm and really becomes an inconvenience once you start that workout. So set that in advance. The other 2, once the workout begins, you're not changing your feet, and you're probably not setting your resistance, right? That's gonna be very challenging when you're in the heat of it. So those 3 things, check your feet, set true resistance, both here, and also set up the monitor in a way that you are most comfortable with. Those are 3 things that you have full control with before you even start and take your first stroke. So always get the easy stuff right, because you don't know how you're going to feel once the workout begins. Another couple things that you can actually think about to help control that environment, if it's a hot day like it is today in the garage, right? Grab a fan, wheel it over, place that in position before you start your piece. If you're someone whose hands get really sweaty, right? Have a towel easy to grab right to your side so that you can wipe the handle down if your hands start to slip. Always have a water bottle to your right or to your left so that if you're in the heat of it, you can actually grab a quick drink, right? These are just little things that can help control your environment and help your workout go a little bit more smooth. Whether you're doing high intensity work or a long steady state session, you want to control what you can control, because after you take that first stroke, you're limited in what you can actually do once you start the workout. So those are the things that I want you to think about. Control the environment. And the last thing, right, we're just gonna run through it one more time just because. Set the feet, set true resistance, 2 levels to that, and set the monitor in a way that sets you up for your optimal workout. Again, if this was helpful for you, please subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of stuff coming. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.